how are you feeling being promoted to a class without the result? See, isn't it like first time this has happened in your life? The result is not out and your children are here, right? Okay. Now, what I just want you to realize and make it very clear what I expect of you, right? Now, you people are in class 11th, and in 11th, a child becomes just All right, the first word and purposes, at least we'll complete 100 words. Once we have 100 words, then we'll stop. And then we'll just reuse them. Right? Okay. The first one is altruist. The meaning of altruist is interested in the welfare of others. How many of you know about Mr. Ratan Tata? He was the greatest philanthropist. There was an article in the paper just, I think, 3 to 4 days back. He has left money even for his dog, for his cook, for his gardener, everyone. He has left money for those people, That is the kind of generosity, the kindness people have. Now, altruist is thinking about the welfare of others. There's a sentence, giving lunch money to a friend with no expectation of or desire for repayment. That's being an altruist. Some people believe that donating blood is a truly altruistic act. Okay. The second one we take up is misanthrope. Misanthrope is someone who dislikes, distrusts, or hates people. The example we have is he was shunned because of his misanthropic nature. Third and fourth, I'm just telling you, you will not write it down in your notebooks. Misogynist. Misogynist is hates women. Misogamist is hates marriage. Just keep it in your knowledge. We take up 1, 2, and then we take up this introvert and extrovert. We take up 4 words today. We take up 4 words. We take up altruistic, misanthrope, and then we take up introvert. Introvert is somebody whose thoughts turn inward. Extrovert is, see, extrovert comes from extra. You understand? Socializes, interacts, meets people. No? So extrovert is turns thoughts outwards. 4 words, altruist, misanthrope, introvert, extrovert. Quick, I'll start with advertisements also today with you. Keep your fare registers directly in your bags, because you are no longer small kids that you will write it in your rough notebook and then you'll go home and then you will copy it in fare. No, you are grown up now. You are in a grown up class. Directly do it in your fare registers. Directly. I'll ask randomly any one of you to make a sentence of any word of your choice out of these 4 words. Done? Okay, now think of a sentence. Take up any word. Out of 4, take up any word. I'll just quickly ask you. And then we'll move on to the syllabus. Done? Anyone? You'll raise your hand or should I just ask you? Anyone? Just raise your hand and you tell me yourself. Quick. Any word of your choice. Yes. Everyone should be altruistic, by nature. One more. One from the boys. One from the boys. Quick, boys. You'll be entering colleges and interacting and group discussions and, so many things. Socializing. Very, very important to have a good hold over your vocabulary for that. Quick. Anyone? It's first day, that's why I'm saying anyone. Otherwise, I would just make you stand and make you speak. And I'll make sure that you speak. She was an introvert. She was not able to interact with the friends or new surroundings. Okay, perfectly. Again, I'm repeating, if you don't use the word amongst yourselves, it will remain in your register and it will never come in the flow. It will never automatically come into your writing. You have to use it. Use it just for the sake of it so that you remember it. Fine? Can I proceed with the syllabus? Right? All right. All right. We proceed with the syllabus, right? In your writing skills, again, the writing skills syllabus of 11th and the 12th, they had reduced the syllabus during COVID, but they did not reintroduce the deleted chapters. What they did was, with the same syllabus, they upgraded the level. Now that upgradation took place with the syllabus, but it really did not upgrade with the children. So that will take place only when you people are fully involved in it, ready to receive. Then you will be able to upgrade it. And second thing I strongly believe in is that the result should be visible. I should not tell anyone, look, they have done well. You should feel it. Yes, my English has improved, right? Okay, we take up advertisements. What is the purpose of advertisement? Why do you advertise? Why do the companies advertise? It is obviously to promote their product, to introduce their product, or when they want to sell something, or they want to give their house on rent. So you have to advertise it so that it can go to a larger public, they can read it and they can respond accordingly, right? Now there are lot of sources of advertisements, but this topic is a very old topic. Here we are specifically talking about the advertisements of newspapers. See, now you have a lot of advertisements on web and social medias, and there are other sources through which you can advertise. Here we specifically talk about newspapers. Now the advertisement is useful for making the public aware of some services, sales, purchase, information, lost product, missing person, job vacancy. There are two kinds of advertisements, classified and display. We talk about classified because in your syllabus there are just classified advertisements. Now let me just tell you, what is the cost of the newspaper? I think it's 5 rupees, Times of India. But if you look at the paper, the 10, 12 pages paper costing 5 rupees, just 5 rupees, is not practically possible. There is printing, there are a lot of other expenses involved, and yet it is costing you just 5 rupees. All the main portion comes from the advertisements. The advertisements are very costly. And when you have to get a product advertised, or suppose you want to give a house on rent, now the charges are per word. Whatever the charges may be, it could be 5,000, it could be maybe a little more than that. Have you seen about display advertisements? The entire page, cover page, just carries the phone and with just 2, 3 features. the entire first page of the paper, and they are very, very costly. We talk about classified advertisements. In classified advertisements, the payment is made according to words. So here we don't write complete sentences. We don't write, I want to sell my house. My house is in Vasant Vihar. It is double story and is well furnished. No, it will be wrong. You just write down the keywords, only the keywords, right? So the features are the advertisement should be in a box. We are starting with the, please don't think that I'll be taking it up again. We've started with our syllabus, right? I'm starting with writing skills. 2 days we'll take up this and then we'll come to our books, right? We'll come to Hornbill. The advertisement should be in a box. Under the heading, write the content in short sentences or clauses. No complete sentences. The minute you write a complete sentence, it will be crossed out. Then the message should be clear, be concise, do not repeat any information, conclude with the contact number, address, timing for availability, contact. See, I've written, I want to give my house on rent. It is a 4 BHK. BHK is bedroom, hall, kitchen. Fully furnished. But I've not written where to contact. You have to write an address, even if it is not given to you in the question. It is not given to you in the question. You still have to write down. You have to write down, and you don't mention about your place. You mention about New Delhi and contact number, which is those XX, right? Okay. Conclude with the contact number and do not write beyond 50 words. Okay. We begin with the first one. Sale, purchase or renting a property. Include the location. Where is it located? So the address I'm writing down, suppose I stay in Vasant Vihar. The house which I'm giving on rent is, let's say what? It could be in Ghaziabad. It could be in some other area of Delhi, maybe South X, you know. So I have to specify, right? Sale include, okay, additional location, what is the size? If you're giving on rent, then the size doesn't matter, but you have to specify whether it is 3 BHK, whether it is 4 BHK. And if you're selling, then you have to mention that the covered area is 200 square yards. There you will specify. Mention about the accommodation. Mention about additional benefits. Additional benefits stands like, suppose I'm giving a house on rent. I've written a 3 BHK, well furnished, modular kitchen, well ventilated, east facing, and then I write about the other facilities. Market, bus stop, walking distance, or market, bus stop, metro, walking distance, and then 24/7 water, electricity supply. All those facilities also you will mention. Right? Okay, can we take up one for practice quick? Let me give you one. All right, let me just quickly. Then the second type you have is sale, purchase of product, vehicle. You include model, condition, color, accessories. Then you have job vacancy, include name of organization, post vacant, educational institutions, not many advertisements. We'll be quickly practicing on, right? We take up one today. Okay. This is a sample one. This is a sample. You wish to give your flat on rent, write an advertisement to be published in the local newspaper. To let is the heading. Newly constructed flat on first floor facing park in Shanti Vihar. Covered area 300 square yards. 2 bedrooms, attached bathrooms, lobby, drawing, dining, spacious kitchen and balcony, servant quarter and garage facility available, uninterrupted water and electricity supply, for company lease only, contact any fictitious name and a mobile number. Question has not given us a name. Question has not given any number, right? Can you just quickly see this? You could add some more things. You could add modular kitchen. You could add east facing. You could add market, walking distance. More facilities you could add down. Lot many things children come up with. Very creative ideas, very creative points they come up with. The whole purpose is you don't have to write in full sentences, just phrases or clauses. And begin by what are you talking about? It's not that you started writing spacious kitchen or modular fittings and even about the Jaguar fittings, all those things. Suddenly you realize it is 3 BHK, it is in 200 square yards, it is in Shanti Vihar. No, you have to begin by what are you actually talking about. You're talking about a newly constructed flat on first floor. It is facing park in Shanti Vihar and the covered area is 300. Then you start talking about. See, this is the first thing. How many rooms? Either you mention 3 BHK, 2 BHK, and then you mention about she may mention something else, you may mention something else, and then come down to the outside. What are the outside facilities? Water, garage, electricity, then you have that servant quarter, all those things, additional things. No? Then last, okay, there's one thing missing out here. One thing is missing. Guess, quick. One thing is missing in this. No, address and name, you can just contact me and you can address. Son. Huh? No, even that's okay. You can call me rent expected. You got to mention about the rent. No, we are giving it on rent. So you have to make it clear in the question, rent expected. Rent expected, you could put down 10,000 per month, right? That should have come. Had we sold, then we would have written price. See, whenever the amount is large, like you want to sell your car, so then you write down price negotiable. Price negotiable, or you could just mention you're selling it, you could just put down 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs, right? Okay. One question you're taking for a practice, quick. You propose to sell your flat as you're going abroad, draft an advertisement to be published in the Times of India, New Delhi in the classified column. Quick. Which one would you like to do? Second or the first one? Let's do the second one, right? First one is already done for you. Just words. Just like this is a sample one for you. This is a sample for you. This is a sample for you. Are you understanding? Very quickly, directly in your fare registers. I'll be taking your copies for correction. Quick, quick, quick. Hurry up, we have to do other types also. Have you got? Now we are selling. So the heading will be not to let. To let heading is only for rent. This is for sale. This is for sale, right? No, for sale would be better, right? Quick. Take up the first one. Take up the first question. You've already started the second one. You are Dr. Madhu MBBS. You want to take on rent an independent house. You want it. You want to take on rent. First one. First one will be easier for you. You want to take it, You want it. So now I have to mention my demand. I want it. This is what I am expecting. 2 days we'll spend on these advertisements, and then a day on posters, and then we'll start with hornbill. Not a single child should be without the books. Please make sure that you have the books with you. And then I'll get a copies of a book, Wings of Fire. No? About 8 to 10 copies, we'll have it here in the library. And then you could get them issued, and one chapter we could take up for discussion. I'm coming with my red pen. I carry it with me. I'm just coming there to check how much you've done. Quick. We'll move on to the next one. First day is a nice day, you bring new registers and it's nice, isn't it? For sale, this should have been capital boy. FORSA. No, 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 beta. You started writing the answer or what? Okay, okay, fine. Give the heading, first write on writing skills and then you write on advertisements, right? Classified advertisements. Fifty words is a word limit. Be conscious of it and be aware that I have written about 30 words, 20 are left. This I could add this also. Be conscious. And then again, don't override. You might just be having a lot of information about a certain thing, but still you have to stick to 50. You can't make it 70. Suppose if it's regarding sale of laptop. Now, these are the gadgets of which you have a lot of information. So there, children, what happens is they add on informations. This is there, these are the additional things, this RAM and the disk, and there's a free this and along with that. No, you will stick to your 50 words. We got to learn time management also. You are grown up now. You cannot slowly think and write down. Time management will be practiced along with your writing skills and your literature whenever we'll be doing. Very quick, speed. No articles to be used in between. When you start realizing that yes, I have completed about 35 words, then you start winding up your answer. Then you start coming down to price, and then you start coming down to the contact address and then the contact number. You start concluding accordingly. And then again, all this, you've done it? Completed? Next, we'll take up tomorrow, you know. Newly constructed flat. You will write all this, you will start it in your fare registers. This must come in your fare registers. We'll be practicing more tomorrow, right? So we continue with it. And meanwhile, do purchase your books, all right?